What is your favorite fictional world?
Initially, when you asked me this, my brain kind of derped and then immediately came up with a really good answer. No, it came up with two. So I have two, and they're both um kind of different actually. One is the Vampire Academy World by Rochelle Mead. I love that series. I reread that series. It's one of my comfort reads. I think what she's done in terms of bringing that world to life so vividly without sacrificing on pace or characterization is really powerful. And the other world that I keep returning to is The World of the Gateway by E. E. Holmes. And I always get tongue tied saying that. I don't know why. My brain doesn't like saying it. But that's an 8 book fantasy series. I think she's doing another one in it now as well. And that is about ghosts. And that series is kind of one of the things that got me interested in stuff about ghosts as well. So I'm sure we'll cover that in a bit more detail in a bit. But that series offered me a lot of comfort during a really challenging time in my life. And so did Vampire Academy during a different time, actually. So I think that's probably part of why I keep revisiting them and really appreciate them. But I also think during really challenging times in life, those super immersive worlds can be really, really powerful in helping you escape for a little while because you know it's not real, but at the same time, it's so vivid that it is immersive.
That's so true. I love the escapism of fantasy. That's what you want when you pick up a fantasy book, right? At least an element of what you're looking for. That's part of it, I think. But I am going to pick two the same as you did. So the first one is I've been reading through the Dresden Files and I'm really enjoying the world there. It's urban fantasy, so it's still set in the real world, but there's a lot of extra world building that goes into it. And I think the author has done a very good job of the world building there. The second series I want to mention is the World of Lunaria series by L.L. McCrae. It's epic fantasy, but the way McCrae builds her characters and the way they interact with the world makes it feel so much more relatable in one respect, but so much more deep, or so much deeper, you know what I mean? And expansive, and the world feels realistic, even though obviously it's fantasy. And I think that kind of balance is a real skill to have.
Oh, definitely. It's a really hard thing to do. And I think it's even harder if you're writing epic fantasy.
It is. She does a fantastic job.